All right, we're live.
All right, so let's just wait a few more minutes. It's 7:03. We'll wait 2 more minutes before we start. So what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in tonight. It's gonna be me along with CJ and Javier tonight on the Hangout. Minutes before we actually get started, and we'll be on our way. So just wait patiently, and we'll get going.
Yeah, the viewers are starting to come in now, so we'll keep waiting.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm reading some comments. People are still.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to those actually right now as well. Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. All right, so we'll wait one more minute, guys, and we'll get started. So today, guys, is all about giving you a plan and letting you know exactly the secret sauce and the formula to how many MCA members are making dozens of sales. You see, everybody that's getting dozens of sales right now is doing one thing, and we'll be explaining to that. We'll be explaining you that today in this hangout. So just hang on tight, and we'll get going. All right, well, 7:05. Let's get started. CJ, Javier, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just send what's up to Snapchat.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So I want to thank y'all for getting on this hangout tonight. It shows me that you guys are serious. It shows me that you want to take your business to the next level. So we're gonna try to keep this as straightforward as possible. We're not gonna waste any time. We understand that you guys also have things to do. So today, our goal is to give you a plan that you can follow for the rest of the week, and also for you to understand how is it that we're making sales, and how is it that some members are having massive success. I'm talking about they're making 2,000 or 4,000 to 6,000 a week. How? Right? What are they doing that I'm not? So let's start. All right, guys. So here's the thing. All right. Everybody has a number in their head that is usually way off. And what I'm referring to is, especially if you're just getting started, if you're new to MCA, you may think that talking to 10 or 20 people a day is a lot. And you may say, well, I'm already talked to 10, 20 people. Nobody wants to join. No one's interested. Everybody thinks it's a scam, and it's hard. And the reality is that at the end of the day, it's just a numbers game, and that number is just way off. In my eyes, if you want to get a sale, you're gonna have to talk to at least anywhere from 50 to 100 people, and if you have to get used to that. And I say this by experience, because the way that the way that MCA members are making dozens and dozens of sales every week is because they're receiving massive amount of messages. Now, keyword receiving. I'm not talking about you're sending out hundreds of messages daily, weekly, right? It's all about receiving, right? So in this hangout, we're gonna explain to you how you're gonna be able to do that, and the process to it. So before we get to that, we're gonna leave that towards the end. I'm gonna go ahead and let my partners CJ and Javier get into this. They're gonna drop some nuggets. They're gonna give you some tips, some other experiences they had, and that way you guys can get some knowledge from that as well. So CJ, if you want to take the floor first, that'd be great. Or Javier, either it's fine.
All right. What's up, Gerardo? So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and go next. So just basically starting from point one, like right from when I began in MCA and everything. Oh, actually, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna present myself real quick so y'all can see my face. All right, you guys can see my face now. So just starting right from square one, my first week in MCA, I noticed that a lot of people, right when you get in, you want to start making money right now, whether you got bills, you have bills due, like your rent's due next week. I need to get in. I just joined MCA. My rent's due next week. What am I doing wrong? You guys got to understand that, Rome wasn't built in one day. You're not going to get rich overnight. So your first week, you literally want to just take in all of the training that we provide. We just recently actually revamped the training, added tons of value and videos in there, literally right out of our playbook, things that we adopted along the way to reach the level that we're on now. Obviously there's more, but starting from nowhere, starting from nothing, like the training is there to guide you, and we do that for a reason. We're not just giving you some kind of BS training or anything. So what I did my first week, I literally just focused on the training because I was like, okay, I'm completely new to this. I've never done anything like this before. So I just literally studied the training, and I got started like after about 3 days of studying it in my downtime because my daughter was just born. So I was mostly focused on that, and I had just got laid off my job. But I was focused on that. I actually got 3 sales in my very first week. And the following week, I was able to use the fact that I got those 3 sales and the paycheck and everything to get 13 sales. So what I'm basically getting at is, step one, you want to learn the training. And what I mean by that is study every video, take notes, rewind, fast forward, etc. Take notes and everything to where you really understand what you're supposed to be doing. Don't just do the steps as you watch the videos. You want to take all the notes and then start. Okay. And then you want to build your credibility as you go. So you think of this as like an active book, like you're writing a book about your journey in MCA, starting from the very first day. You could do like what I did. I did an announcement post. I announced to the world that I was starting a new venture with MCA, and then from there on, I documented my journey. Take a picture when you get your membership card, you get your first paycheck, everything. Document everything that you do because it's going to show your legitimacy, not only about the company, but you as an individual, because they're not signing up for MCA. They're signing up to work with you, So you want to basically present yourself as someone they can benefit from. They want to, like, people, when they join you, they want to feel like, okay, I can actually make some money with this person. Like, this person has some value to provide me. So of course, in the very beginning, it's going to feel kind of hard to do that. But when you already have studied the training, you're going to be able to answer those questions. It's going to come to you more naturally, So I think that's honestly like the most important thing in the very beginning for like newer members and everything, just documenting your journey. But yeah, before I like talk too much, Javier, did you want to input anything at this moment, bro?
Hey, what's going on? So if you want, finish your topic and I'll go right after whenever you feel like you've gotten.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and take over then. All right. So one thing that I wanted to cover in this hangout is kind of like how I started with this journey and kind of the stuff that I did within my first few weeks of starting. I didn't start with any knowledge in this industry. I didn't know absolutely anything about network marketing. I didn't know how to get leads. I didn't know how to set up websites. I used to be a janitor making $7.25 an hour, struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. And I literally spent my last $40 to my name to actually join this business. And when I first started, guys, one of the biggest things that I did the first few weeks was revamping my mindset, learning how to think like a boss instead of an average 9-to-5 employee. And one of the good things that Gerardo actually did in this new training that we released is he did a training covering mindset. And it's very powerful that you actually review this part of the training, because it's going to allow you to shift your mind from a 9 to 5 type of mindset to a boss mentality. And that's going to, basically that's all it takes, whether you make money with MCA or not, or whether you're able to handle all the negative feedback you're going to get. All the haters are going to start bashing you once you join something like this, because you have to understand you're going to get haters, because this is not something everyone is familiar with. You got to understand, a lot of people just think that you must go to school, get a job to make a living. They don't think that you can make money from home. They don't think you can make money as a boss, because they've never been introduced to this type of stuff. So yes, you're going to get haters. Yes, you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. But one thing that is going to help you throughout the process is basically just building a mind of steel, building a mind that allows you to, not to let these people dump all their trash on you just because they hate their life, or just because they think that you're doing the wrong thing, when clearly they are, if they're still 50 years old, making $20 an hour, still living paycheck to paycheck, or even $15 an hour. It's good that you figured out that that wasn't the type of lifestyle you want to live at this time, and that you're doing something to change. One big thing is make sure to review that mindset training if you haven't already, because it will allow you to really, shift your mindset to the right way, where it needs to be. And another thing that I actually did is I created a vision board. I don't know how many people are familiar with a vision board. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there probably think it's not real. It's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. But I'm here to tell you guys that I'm a living proof that vision boards do actually work. And this is why. I remember when I first heard about this, I thought it was bogus. I thought it was fake. It was never going to work. How was me putting positive energy into the universe going to help me achieve my goals and dreams? I didn't think it was going to work. I thought it was fake. So what I did, I didn't think it was going to work. But after my first month of researching it and really seeing that a lot of successful people in the world, right now, what they do to achieve their goals is use vision boards. And until this day, I actually still have my vision board. It's actually there in my wall right now. And I try to update it with new goals at least every 3-4 months, or whenever I start accomplishing them. And, and just as soon as the end of 2016, I actually had to take everything off my vision board for the fact that I accomplished every single thing that was on there, and it's crazy. And how it actually works, if you see it in your mind, you can actually hold it in your hand, but you have to believe that you can actually achieve that goal. For an example, if your goal is to buy yourself a new car, you have to think about it. How much is that car going to cost? Get the numbers down, get your sales down, get a vision board. It's just like you just go to the local Walmart, whatever, ask for basically just a board, Google it, vision board. Buy that board, hang it on your wall. Put all your goals on there, because it's very crucial if you do this or not, okay? Because this is really going to help you blow up your business. I don't know about CJ and Gerardo, but I personally actually did this to blow up my MCA business, because it felt like, once I put them on there and I looked at my goals every single day, and I was putting positive energy out there into the world, and I was positive. Every time I was positive about my goals, good positive things came my way. So it's very important you do this, guys. And I really hope that you may think it's bogus, you may think it's fake, you may think it's not real, but it helps. It really does help, because for the fact that you have a goal there, and now you know what you're going after. You don't just have a crazy idea of not even knowing what your goal is. Get to know what your goal is, get to know what your why is, and you will start seeing a lot more results in this business. You will start being able to not only accomplish your goals in life, but if your goal is to, for example, quit your job, spend more time with your family, make more money with MCA, put that on your vision board and watch how you start dramatically killing your goals and actually seeing results with MCA if you haven't already. It's all about putting that positive energy out there into the world, so it comes right back to you. So that was actually one of the biggest topics I wanted to cover, Gerardo and CJ. So if you want to take over and go, Gerardo.
Yeah, I got it, bro. All right, guys, so let's get to it. Everything Javier said, I've done it myself. The vision board, it works. It just, reminds you of your goals, and you keep seeing it every single day that it'll become a reality, right? So, all right, guys, so let's get to the good stuff. Not like what we've been sharing. It's not, good advice, but I'm talking about the technical stuff on how to get sales. All right, guys, so I want for you to understand that your life can change from one day to another. And I want for you to believe it, because it happened to me, it happened to CJ, and it's happened to Javier and many others, right, who are currently in this business. And, I'm referring to the story that I actually said earlier today on my Facebook. 1 week, I made a sale, or maybe two, I'm not sure, but I made like $80. And then the next week, I made around, I want to say $1,700. And it happened like from 1 week to another. Now, at this time, I'm still working. I still have a job. So I'm like, wow, this is great. The next week, I do it again. The next week, I do it again. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I made $6,000 in 3 weeks. It's time to quit my job, which I did. And I haven't looked back since then. It's been since 2013, 2014. So it's been almost 3 to 4 years that I've been doing MCA full time. So I want for you to believe that it's past possible, and it's not just, something that is luck or something that's far away from reach. Like I said, it can happen from one day to another. All right, so I'm going to give you the formula now, because this business, guys, is actually real simple, and it's very, very simple steps that I'm just going to discuss right now. Right, so a lot of the times, when I'm in a group, I try to think about what are the most common issues that are people having. And of course, people like to say, I need help making sales. I can't make sales. And it's hard to help someone who says that, because you really don't, you really have to study the person to see where the problem is coming from. Because saying, hey, I need help making sales, it's like a soccer player playing the sport and saying, hey, I need help scoring more goals. So obviously we know what needs to happen. The ball needs to go through the net, and it's a goal, in order for you to score the ball. So it's kind of, it's hard to help someone who just say, hey, I need help making sales. It's like for a basketball player, hey, I need help making the ball inside the hoop. And although we know what needs to be done, it can be a lot of things. It can be the form of the shot. It can be just, the form's a little bit off, the ball placement. It can be multiple things. So right now I'm going to explain to you the only things that you need in order to be successful in this business. And I know this because it's the same pattern for everyone. Everything that I'm going to say right now is the same thing that I can see in myself. I can see in CJ, Javier, and dozens of girls and guys who are making, thousands every week with this business. All right, so let's start with number one, your website. That's the single most important thing that you need to have in your business, especially if you are, into online businesses, which, MCA is one. That's your store. Your website is your store. If you don't have your website set up, then you're not going to go anywhere, because that's where people go and register. That's where they receive the information. So the number one thing right now is you need to focus on having a good website. And that's one of the things that, people complain about, or they don't know, some people don't even know their own link. They don't even know, what's their personal link. So if you don't know your website, then how do you expect people to go sign up on your business? So it's that simple, guys. You got to have a good website. You go to my website, you go to Javier's, CJ's, all the MCA members, they have a solid website. And it may sound as simple as that, but it's just the truth. Now, another thing besides your website, which I'm not going to talk about too deeply, because that could be a whole nother hangout, is your image. You just make sure your profile, your Facebook profile is, is up to standard. This is the thing, guys. I didn't want to really get into that topic, but this is the thing. If you go to someone's Facebook who is making at least a few thousand every week. You're going to notice that from the top to the bottom, if you scroll back all the way through their, you know, their most recent post, everything is somehow tied to their business. There's no in between. You'll never find like a meme or a funny video or just something off topic that has nothing to do with it. It's rare. So you just see the pattern. Guys, see the pattern. It's that simple. Everything you post, you got to be all in. You can't be half-assing, you know, this career if you want to make it all the way. You know, and I'll tell you my story. When I started, I was just simply scared to promote this on Facebook. I didn't want for my friends to know because I thought they were going to make fun of me if they saw me promoting this. Like, oh, look at Gerardo over there trying to be successful. So this is what I did. I downloaded chatting apps. There were dating apps. There were real dating apps. And, you know, I used to go on there and I used to simply just message people, hey, are you interested in making money? I'm looking for business partners. And that's all I did for like a month. And I did make a few sales from there. But, you know, the reason why my business took time to explode and to get going is because I wasn't all in. I wasn't ready to commit, you know, myself to this business and not care what anybody would think. You know, I was too scared of what my Facebook friends were going to think. You know, I was the person saying, oh, I'm going to make a new Facebook so I can keep things separately. You know, this is my business. This is my personal page. If you have that mindset now, most likely you're not ready to go all in, because, you know, if you knew that this business was going to feed you and was going to pay you $150,000 to $200,000 per year, like it's paying me, then you wouldn't care. You'll be gladly to show everyone, you know, your success. But most of you are not, you know, not most of you, but many of you are not ready for that. And if you're not ready for that, then you can't expect to, you know, take your business to the next level if you're not committed 100%. Right. So again, make sure your profile is up to standard and you're all in. If you're not all in, then you're not going to see the results on your profile. OK, you got to have your store ready, which is your website. And then the last thing, leads. Any business is dead without customers. OK, so I'm going to tell you this right now. If you ever plan to own a business, if you ever plan to be successful outside of MCA, it's going to be tough if you can't get this going. If you can't get MCA going, forget about starting another business. Because at the end of the day, it's the same thing. If you decide to open a business on your own, you got to pay for inventory. You got to pay for rent. If you're opening, you know, you're going to have a real brick and mortar business, you got to pay employees. You got to pay bills. You got to pay, you know, whatever you're going to be selling, permits from the city. And then on top of that, you still have to go out there and you still have to advertise. Whether you have to put flyers, whether you have to hire someone with the sign, it doesn't matter what you do. You still have to advertise. You get what I'm saying? So if you can't advertise, you know, a simple service, you know, that's also cheap, then, you know, how do you expect to go out there in the world, you know, where it's, you know, it's bad, you know, this, you know, the business it's not fun. In other words, it's not that it's not fun. It's not pretty. Okay, business is ugly and it's real out there. So if you can't, you know, if you want to go out there and make sales, you know, open your own business, you know, and you can't even get started with MC, it's going to be tough. Right? So advertising is the heart of every business. Any business will die, will crumble without customers. So the goal here is simple. Have a good presentation on your profile. Have a good website, which is your store. Think about customers coming into your store. And number 3, leads. Have the most amount of people possible coming into your store. That's it. That's all it takes, guys. You know, a lot of people want to make this difficult and say, I need help making sales. What's the problem? Do you have a website? Yes. Okay. How's your profile? I go to the profile. Nothing to do with MCA. It's just an ordinary individual who's living an ordinary life, and they're getting ordinary results. That's it. So that's when I see, okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. You're not all in. If I was to go to your profile, I can't tell if you're in business. You know, it just, you know, you look like an ordinary individual, and therefore you can't help me. That's just pretty much what they think, right? That can be an issue. Or third, You're just not talking to enough people. Going back to the first thing that I said in this hangout, a lot of us, we have the wrong number in our mind. We think that talking to 10 people is a lot. We think that talking to 20 people is a lot. You got to be talking. We got to be talking to hundreds. That's the goal. That's the number, guys. That's the number. Hundreds. That's the amount of people that you need to be talking to daily if you want to be getting 4 to 5 sales a day, which is like $400, $500 a day. Now you may be asking, well, Gerald, how do you do it? How do you get so many messages? And the truth is that by paid advertising. That's it. Paid advertising. Everybody right now that you see, some girls are having huge weeks, crazy weeks, and I'm happy for them. It's by paid advertising. We're running Facebook ads, and that's how we're making sales. Plain and simple. Now, paid advertising is something that you need to learn how to do. It's like another training. It's not something that you can just do from one day to another. You'll figure out in an hour. You'll be like, okay, let me do paid advertising. No, you're gonna have to do trial and error, testing. Some ads, some of the ads you post may perform better than others, and sometimes there's things that you have to. Me, myself, and Javier and CJ. We've figured out in the last year. You see, we've been doing Facebook ads, I want to say already for about 14 to 15 months since, last April, March of last year. So, we've been doing this for some while now. And that's how, that's what we're using now to make, if you're watching this video, you're wondering, okay, what is Facebook ads or what does he mean by that? I still don't get it. Pretty much what we do is we get people to come to us. We post an ad and people see our ad. Now, the reason why they see it is because we pay Facebook to put it on your timeline. You ever see one of those ads that say sponsored on your thing? So that's what we do. So in simple words, we get people to come to you for the information, because yes, going to people is something that I did. And I believe it's something that everybody does when you first start, because you must do it. You have to build capital. You need money to be able to pay for ads, for example. So don't get discouraged right now. If you're thinking, well, I don't know if I have money to pay for ads. I'm just starting, I'm broke. It's okay. You got to grind it out. You got to grind it out. I mean, there's no easy way to tell you. There's no secret sauce for that. There's no, you really have to go out there, put your face out there, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, and work. And your first sales are going to be tough, but that's what's going to give you the credibility. That's what's going to give you the income to be able to do the things that we're doing now. So once again, before I give it back to these guys, remember, it's not hard. If you're asking yourself right now, I'm not making sales. It's a scam. Everybody's saying it's a scam. That's never going to go away, guys. I'm 4 years in and people still tell me it's a scam today. So don't get used to it. Better, the way that I handle it, anybody that comments scam on my post, block. That's it. I don't get into it with them, because it's just going to waste about 30 minutes of my time to an hour. And I used to do it back in the day. My first year, I used to go back and forth with them for hours. And guess what happened? They never joined. No matter what you say, they're not going to join. So just block them, and don't feel like you're losing or that you have to stand up to them and you have to say, I'm right. No, I'm right. Because it doesn't matter what you say. They're going to think they're right. You're going to think you're right. There's no real outcome. There's nobody, it's not a, how can I say it? I love my words, but in other words, just block. Okay. Plain and simple. If you feel lost, go back to what I said. If you feel like you don't know what you're doing, go back to what I said. Do you have a website? Yes. Okay, good. Is your profile up to date? Are you posting about MCA? Are you being consistent? Yeah. Okay, cool. Third, what are you doing to get leads? Are you posting on Instagram? Are you posting on Snapchat? If you're struggling, guess what? You have to go to people. You have to go to people, and you have to go to people every day. It's not about, hey, I tried for a week and I'm done. Don't give up, because that's, you only lose when you quit. That's the only way you're gonna fail in this business if you quit. Because I guarantee you, there's millions of people out there who are wanting to make money from home, who are in need, people who are willing to give you, to hear you out. But the thing is that, you talk to 100 people and you give up. You talk to 200 people and you quit. You do it for a week or two, and then you say it's too hard and you give up. Not knowing that right now we're trying to prepare you for what's next, which is the paid advertising, because that's where the real money's at. But you can't get there if you don't have no funds. But you're not willing to go through a hard period of time and struggle for a month or 2 or 3 months going to people, and you going out there yourself and not getting tired and not getting, tired of getting rejected every single day, because that's what's going to happen. You get rejected hundreds of times per day. That's what I went through. I got rejected. But the difference that I just didn't give up. I had a big week. I found what worked. I found out about paid advertising back in the day in 2014, that Facebook had a certain feature that they took off now. But I found that out and I blew up. I went from 1 sale a week to 30. I've been doing it ever since then. All right, guys. So it's getting kind of long for my part. I'm going to go ahead and give it back to these guys, CJ and Javier. They're probably going to talk to you a little bit more about the paid advertising and also MCA Pro Tools that we'll like to share with you as well, that can help in case you don't have a website or if you don't have a high converting website. They're going to go ahead and explain that for you. So I'll give it back to you guys.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to start by saying, I completely agree with what you're saying, Gerardo. And that's also the importance of what we're about to get into. There's 2 things that we are, sharing with you guys, basically for the people who are ready to take MCA to the next level. If you're watching on the Hangout page, you probably noticed 2 buttons below this video. There's a red one and a blue one. The red one is for MCA Pro Tools, and the blue one is for the 6-figure formula. That's what teaches you the paid advertising and everything. So, like Gerardo said, there's, 3 formulas to your business. There's 1, your website. 2, your image and everything, like your profile. And then 3, getting the leads. So, obviously we're teaching 2 of those things with these 2 things that we offer. Now, the first thing, your website. Most important thing, the first thing you want to get done, that is MCA Pro Tools. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys how it would be for a lead if they were to, basically, if you were using Pro Tools, how it would be for them.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll go ahead and put some input as well, guys. So this is a deal. A lot of you guys come in, and I get it. You guys are new. You have no credibility. Maybe you have no proof. People want to ask, hey, have you gotten paid? Or can you show me someone who's gotten paid? So what we're doing here in MCA Pro Tools, we put a presentation together for you where, we explain how MCA works. We show our proof of income, our success, and basically we close the sales for you. That's the whole purpose of MCA Pro Tools. We want to help you close sales. So right now, CJ is going to be showing you how it looks, just so you can get a glimpse of the actual system.
Yeah. So I'm already on the screen. Let me just make sure I'm not muted. Yeah, I'm on the screen, but you're going to talk. Here, hold on. Yeah, I'm presenting right now. All right.
Okay. If you want to have some input as well. So right here, whenever you send your link to one of your prospects or someone who may be interested, they'll go ahead and enter their email. Once they enter their email, they'll take them to the actual sales presentation, the actual video that they'll be watching. Now, the cool thing about this is that you capture their email. So what we have a system, an email system set up where we'll actually send emails to your prospect, from you actually. In other words, if they were to sign up, you'll get the sale, obviously, with them for you, because a lot of times people may not join you the first day or the second day or the first week, the second week. They may join you after a month. So if you want to go ahead and go to the next page, CJ. So that's what we do. We follow up We follow up with your prospects, send them
Oh, I'm
constant
logged in.
reminders.
Hold on, I'm logged in. My bad.
You gotta log out, otherwise I'll do that. But yeah, so we follow up with your customers. That way they keep, they're constantly being reminded about the opportunity. And trust me, guys, a lot of the sales that that we make, and actually, ourselves, sometimes we buy into things when we're feeling a certain way. Sometimes, you may find one of your prospects saying, man, I'm struggling right now. I remember this guy talked to me about this opportunity 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna give it a shot now. And it's just like one of those things that where you buy in an instant minute out of nowhere. So these are the capture pages that we provide. CJ right now is going to show you the video.
Yeah, right here. My bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
So after you enter your email, I figure it's better just to show you straight to the page. Should I just let the video play?
Right. You should just give them a little preview. You know how to, yeah. So, we go in, we show some lifestyle for like a minute, and then it goes into the actual presentation where, we break down, the presentation breaks down what is MCA, how do you get paid, what are your benefits. We have testimonials of the actual people who are getting paid, testimonials, and at the end of the presentation as well, we show them how to sign up, like step by step. Hey, if you want to get started, click here, get back with the person who referred you, and they'll send you the training link and everything. So this is what we're doing for you guys. We do this so we can help you close more sales. Right now, the cost of the system is $19.95. That's it, guys. It's $20 a month. You'll have access to the whole system, which is the sales videos, which we'll be releasing new ones very often. Right now, we have one today. This week, midweek, I want to say around Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be releasing the second one, which is also going to be a brand new, completely different sales video from this one. So we're gonna give you guys options. We plan to release one maybe every few months. We'll have a new one out, so that way you have fresh content to be able to and share with your prospects. Sometimes people will watch you for weeks and months before they join you, and if you put out a new video out there, they may get motivated with the second video that you post and so on. So CJ, if you want to go ahead and talk about you want to continue here, like tell them where they can sign up.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, so just making sure that it's showing my screen. All right, guys, so if you guys are looking at the Hangout page as it's showing right here, if you wanted to get MCA Pro Tools, you would just click right here on the red button that says Get MCA Pro Tools. Okay, and then when you click on that page, basically I'm logged in, obviously. So let me log out and re-click the button just to show you guys. Hey, and if Gerardo, if you want to just mute for a moment, I think it's repeating my voice.
I got you.
All right, so you click on the red MCA Pro Tools button. It takes you over here to the home page, and you would basically, once you get here, you're just gonna scroll down and click on the red button, the big red button at the bottom, and enter your information. It's only $19.95 a month, guys. Completely simple, super cheap, especially when you consider putting your business on autopilot, automatic follow-ups. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the saying, but the fortune is in the follow-up, because you could talk to your leads one time and then never hear from them again, and you're leaving money on the table. So, it's very important to follow up, whether you're doing it manually or if you want to make your money work for you, and just pay $19.95 a month to put your business on autopilot, and also have high converting websites that we provide. We're also going to be updating the videos periodically. Inside of the follow-up emails, we also include videos like this that basically, it has another video that we made.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is
basically to help close the sales, give a different point of view, show more testimonials, give them a different perspective, because, if they keep seeing the same thing every time, they might not want to sign up. But if we give them different perspectives, it's proven for us to actually work, you know. So definitely, it's only $19.95. You know, one sale basically pays for 4 months. So it's an investment in your business, guys. You don't want to be scared to invest in that. You know, that
Right.
pretty much goes without saying. Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to add that, guys, when we make these videos, you know, we spend thousands of dollars. I'm talking about thousands. This past trip we took 2 weeks ago, I think the mansion we rented was almost $10,000 alone. We're not talking about cars. We're not talking about, you know, the actual flights or anything else, you know, that went into it. The video guy that charges $1,000 a day. Also, guys, the video that we have now, like the animations, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. They charge $300 per minute. So, you know, just do the math. You know, like, all the animation that we have, they're custom made to us. They're like, they literally draw them by hand for us. So, I mean, it goes. It's very pricey to do this. I understand a lot of you guys, you know, you don't have the credibility, as you said, when you come in. And you may say, well, you know, Gerardo is making sales because he has the Lambo in his profile picture. Well, guess what? I didn't start it with the Lambo. I didn't have anything. I started from zero, just like most of us. I started, you know, when I was working, I didn't have anything to show for. I started showing more lifestyle as I started making money. But in reality, guys, you know, I started from zero. So right now, you know, we want to give you guys the benefit of using our image, because it's our face on the line. Whenever you guys are promoting this, it's our face that's on there. And, you know, we want for us to be able to do the selling for you, right? So that's the end goal of this system, guys. That's where, you know, one more time, CJ, you want to show them where they can buy the MCA Pro Tools, and we'll be all said and done, guys. Right next to it as well, before I just give back to CJ, if right now you're ready and you want to move forward with your business and you want to really, you know, rocket your business into another level, you have to get the 6 Figures formula. You know, in this training, we just literally break down step by step how to do Facebook marketing, paid advertising, and start, you know, that way you can start seeing the results we're seeing right now. If, you know, I understand that a lot of us were not ready for that, that's fine. You know, that's why I explained to you what you need to do to get going. And you're gonna have to go out there by yourself. You know, you're gonna have to go out there and do the hard work first before you can get to that level, guys. So hey, I want to appreciate you guys getting on this call. I'll give it back to Javier and CJ. They want to say some last words, guys, and we'll be on our way.
All right, guys. Yeah. So basically, just to wrap things up, you know, under the video that you're watching this on right now, there's a red button and a blue button. The red button is for, you know, MCA Pro Tools. And the blue button is for the 6-figure formula. That's to teach you paid advertising. You know, basically how to completely put your business on autopilot. You have to get both. They work hand in hand. You know, the Pro Tools is going to give you that website that you need to close sales and the automated follow-ups. You know, so that's one part. Then you also need the leads. Where are you going to get the leads to feed the Pro Tools system to? Well, that's what the 6-figure formula is for. I mean, unless you want to do it manually, of course. But if you're ready to go all in, you know, even if you want to just start with the Pro Tools, because it's only $20 a month, guys. You know, $19.95. And then once you get the capital, get the 6-figure formula, guys. I highly recommend it. Yes, it's $297 to get it, but you know, it pays off. We have a whole training in here, basically teaching everything. You know, the normal price is actually $497, but we discounted it for you guys, you know, just for our team to make sure that we could provide you guys with, you know, the top training and everything. So like I said, get the Pro Tools on the red button, 6-figure formula on the blue button. You know, it'll put your business on autopilot, and it's definitely good for those people ready to take the next level. You know, you'll also have additional support. You know, we have a support like where you actually can get live help. You know, all you have to do is put in a ticket if you have any issues, guys. You know, we'll also come in and help whenever we can. So I wanted to say thank you guys for tuning into this Hangout. It shows us not only, it doesn't only show yourself that you're serious, but it shows us that you take your business seriously. You know, you're really wanting to be successful. You want to reach the next level. You know, so this is for those people who want to reach the next level. And with that said, I'm pretty much done explaining. Is there anything else that you wanted to say, Javier or Gerardo?
Let's get it. New week. fresh start. We'll see y'all next Monday, guys.
Yep, same here. So
Monday.
yep, glad you guys tuned in though. Shows that you're very serious. Let's get it, and hopefully you get on the next hangout next Monday as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm out, guys. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.